Shout out Bruce Gas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Where you at?
Yeah, been in your wrestling boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas putting no fights on the table. Calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. On the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shout out Bruce Gas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toka 2. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the peak. Little Glock on my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out Mad Chad, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sandwich. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this a fight game. Don't beef. Said that on the string, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the string, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
All right. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if you can see me. I think I might have froze. Let me refresh this bastard and see if we can get back on the scene here. I don't think we're running right now. Maybe we are. If we are, let me know. Give me a shout out if you're in here. And we'll see what's going on. Like I just said earlier, man, something's kind of funky with this StreamYard, but DVO, my brother, can you hear me? I don't know if you can or not. I don't know if this is coming in, man. I can't see it on the screen. Let me try something here. Something's wrong. Oh, there we go. I think we're back again. How are we doing now? Are we okay? I'm hoping we're a little more. Hope it's better. Can you see things? How is it now, Joe? Is it okay? Has it gotten a little better? I paid my cable bill. Okay, now, attaboy. There we go. Welcome, then. Welcome to Bruce Gas Boxing, Jazz, and More trivia on the night of the Rumble in the Jungle, one of the most life-changing experiences any boxing fan has ever had. Let me get my vitamins in me. Let me get my herbs straightened out for the night. Today is Thursday. Today's Thursday. See, Thursday. I always show you my little pill thing. Got the Thursday right there. Thursday PM. Same 4 supplements every day, man. We got the Cognium to help my brain stay sharp. The flaxseed oil to keep the joints lubricated, the brain lubricated, the heart and everything else. Osteo Biflex with the Buswala and the Turmac. And of course, vitamin C, 100 milligrams, tried and true antioxidant. You guys got everything out there, man. John's got the poster. Joe's got the freaking ring. The Ring magazine. It was a great night, though, man. It was an unbelievable night. Let me break out a bud here. In fact, I got this little one. I think this is the last of the Gorilla cookies. We're gonna grind that up, fortify that, get that ready for the show here. Oh, see, it's starting to. I can see it's messing up on me, Joe. I don't know what's going on here. I paid my cable bill. In fact, they called me up and reminded me I had to pay it. But I did. Grind this bud up nicely here. We're listening to something different tonight, man. This is the June Donald Trio. Kelko June Donald. She's playing in New Orleans right now as we speak. The eve before the Halloween. Hallows Eve. The Night of the Dead. Oh yeah, nice big pile. Nice big pile of that mamoosh over here. We're going to have to fortify that with some... Let's see. I think I just have enough diamonds. Yeah, just a little bit in here. Just enough to fortify this smoke. Yeah. We'll say goodbye to that. That container. That's what you call a dead soldier in the business. Put that out for the milkman to refill that bad boy. Yes, it was, Joe. 1992, I believe. There's been a few fights on Halloween. I know Sean O'Grady and Jim Watt was on Halloween. Remember that one? Halloween's always been a good night for boxing. All right, man. Let me do a few bongs in here. We get Just Do Boxing, my brother. Salute, man. Thank you so much for stopping by on this. This is almost like a holiday for boxing fans. Muhammad Ali pulling off one of the greatest upsets in boxing history. I didn't think he had a chance in here. I thought he was going to get destroyed. I was so glad I was wrong. I lost $10. I never saw the guy. He never came and got the $10 off of me. Man, I'll tell you, it was a night to behold. And let me tell you how I found out about this fight. I told you guys a story before, but it always makes for a nice little story, especially on this night. You see, I was a college student in Boston. I went to this school called Graham Junior College. It was broadcasting and performing arts. And Andy Hoffman went there. Howard Stern went there. A lot of people in the industry, heavy people in the industry went there. But anyway, I had this job, and it was probably the most sought after job in the city of Boston, and it didn't pay a penny. And I was an usher at the Boston Music Hall and the Orpheum Theater for Frank J. Russo. And what you got to see all the concerts for free. You walk around with a flashlight, and man, you were the man. So this was on this job, 100 people wanted this job. For every person who had it, you had 100 people that wanted it. And if you didn't show up for the job, you lost it. You were out. You were out. It was next. And all you had to do was sit people in their seats when the first act was on, and then you were on your own. You could go backstage. You could go into the projection booth. You had an all-access pass for anywhere in the auditorium. Anyway, on this night, Bruce Springsteen played, and I had to go. I wanted to go to see the Rumble in the Jungle, but I didn't want to give up this tushy job that I had that everybody wanted to have. I saw so many concerts in my life doing this. But anyway, man, I'm out there. Hey, Luke, salute my brother. I'm out there sitting people down, and the show was over. The opening act was Dr. John, the Night Tripper, and followed by Springsteen. And then Springsteen, all of a sudden, he says, "Hey, any of you guys hear about Muhammad Ali just knocked out George Foreman in the 8th round to become the heavyweight champion of the world?" The place went wild. I'm like, whoa, no, wow. There was no internet back then. there was no, it wasn't even on television. It was on a closed circuit. You had to go to a theater and watch it. But man, when I heard that, I was like, wow! I had to sit down. Muhammad Ali. Oh man, it's reliving my past, and this is what this does. This is like a fountain of youth for me. Ali Boombaye. Oh, that tastes good. Hey, Luke, I got a lot of cats from Ireland in here, man. I should serve potatoes and cabbage or something. First bong of the day. And hey, man, I'll bring some of the questions. This is just an easy reminiscing. Let's go back to 1974 on this day, and let's see what the questions are. Are you ready? Here's the first question. What was the date of the Rumble in the Jungle boxing match? One, was it September 19th, 1973, October 30th, 1974, November 8th, 1972, or June 10th, 1975? John, you're giving away all my answers over there, bro. But that's all right, man. You can just let us dump your knowledge in here, because that's the price of admission. The price of admission is your boxing knowledge. That's what we do around here, man. And the correct answer, everybody's going to get this one right. 51 years ago today. October 30th. Everybody got this one right. That's what we like to see. 100% correct answers on here. Question number 2. Where did the Rumble in the Jungle take place? 1, was it in Nairobi, Kenya? 2, Lagos, Nigeria? 3, Kinshasa, Zaire? Or 4, Cairo, Egypt? Where did this historic fight take place? We must do some bongs now too, because I have got to get the buzz on. Somebody's telling me today they've been smoking for 35 years and they become immune to the stuff. And I says, man, I've been smoking for like 50 years and I still get high as giraffe pussy on this stuff. So we got to get there. The correct answer, of course. Another easy one here. Hey, look, my old lady's out there, Marilyn Gas. Look out. Gotta be on our best P's and Q's over here. She'll probably get a lot of these right. Because like I said, this is not a difficult one. This is just a reminiscing, going back to 1974. And here we go, man. Here we go. Kinshasa, Zaire. And we're doing this on Facebook, too. We're doing this all over the place today. Who promoted the Rumble in the Jungle event? 1, was it Eddie Hearn? 2, Don King? 3, Bob Arum? Or 4, Angelino Dundee? Who promoted this great event 51 years ago to the day? Don King, in his early days. Let me see. Let me see if I can open up more windows by doing this. Hang on a second here. No. No, I cannot. Okay, we'll go back to the show here. Next question. How many rounds did the Rumble in the Jungle last? 1, was it 8 rounds? 2, 15 rounds? 3, 12 rounds? Or 4, 10 rounds? How long did this memorable fight last? Hey, Yankee Kyle, salute my brother. Thank you so much for stopping in here, supporting the show. Always appreciate a New Yorker stopping in here, man. I get all these Irish bastards in here, man. They're ganging up on me. It's almost like the gangs of New York. We got the Irish ones in here. We got the. In fact, you're an Irish New Yorker, an Irish Yankee, I would assume. But anyway, how many rounds did this memorable brawl? How many rounds did it last? The correct answer is 8 rounds, 100% participation in that one. Question 5. Who trained Muhammad Ali for the fight? 1, was it Lou Duva? 2, was it Freddie Roach? 3, was it Customato? Or 4, was it Angelo Dundee? Muhammad Ali's trainer for the Rumble in the Jungle. Oh, yes. The altitude just hit me. Like that right cross that Muhammad Ali floored George Foreman with in the 8th round. It just put me on clear street. Angelo Dundee and one other. Everybody got that one right. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. We want to get this show out there to the masses. The more competition, the better a show it is. I was going to do it in the afternoon, man. I said, we get more people during the day. And I said, fuck it. Let's go wait till the sun goes down. But anyway, hit that thumbs up button. Share the show. Let's get more people in here. Because nobody on YouTube is doing this, man. Nobody on YouTube is doing this. The next question. Question number 6. What title was at stake during the Rumble in the Jungle? 1, was it the WBO heavyweight title? 2, the WBA and WBC heavyweight titles? 3, the Intercontinental belt? Or 4, the IBF World Championship? What titles were on the line in the Rumble in the Jungle? Rumble, young man, rumble. Oh, the arthritis, man, I'll tell you, don't get old. The correct answer, WBA, and I don't think anybody's gotten one wrong question here yet, man. And Joe's been trying to get to that 50-0 record, man. He's trying to beat Floyd Mayweather over here. I don't know if he's going to do it, but he's trying. And if he can do it on any night, because, I mean, I think he was one of the freaking unsung cornermen in George Foreman's corner that night. So he knows all the shit about that. Hey, Kyle, bro, I always see you always doing that for people, man. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Maybe we'll get some fresh meat in here, some fish, some newbies to join in on our trivia. In what round did Muhammad Ali knock out George Foreman? That's a little repetitive. 1, was it round 9, 2, round 8, 3, round 6, or 4, round 11? See, Joe's the #1 correspondent on here. He's got that crown, the purple crown. I don't know how those randomly pop up, because I go on some channels, I'll say one comment and I'll get the #1 commenter on there. Some cat's been in there all afternoon, and I don't know how it works, man. YouTube's weird, man. They stole money from me. They're fucking bad. The correct answer number 2, 8 rounds. Everybody got the right answer. What did John say? What's John right about? He usually is right, right? Here we go, man. Next question. We'll let this one run through the 5 seconds, the 4, the 3, the 2, and the 1. And the question is, what was the local time when the fight began in Kinshasa? Was it midnight? 2, was it 8 p.m.? 3, was it 4 a.m.? Or 4, was it 10 p.m.? What time did they start this fight? Windows closed. And the answer is on this one, a crazy 4 a.m. So the rest of the world could watch it at a normal time. Saudi Arabia did the same thing for Canelo Alvarez and Small. Remember that fight? They started there at like 6 in the morning, so we could get it on prime time. That's good. At least they respect the Western civilization to show these fights at a decent time. Hey, Bud Files, appreciate your support. Thanks for coming in. Hit that thumbs up sign on the way in. Why was the fight held so early in the morning at a local time? Did we just say that one there? Was it to avoid the daytime heat? 2, was it to accommodate U.S. TV audiences? 3, for religious reasons? Or 4, due to power shortages? And what question was that? That was question 9. You know, at 10 we take a quick break to get to the scorecard, to get to the scoreboard. I changed my bong water. The correct answer on that one was number 2, to accommodate the U.S. audiences. And here is question number 10. Which music festival was held in conjunction with the fight? 1, was it Zaire 74? 2, was it Soul in Africa? 3, was it Jungle Jam? Or 4, was it Fight Night Live? What music festival was held in conjunction with the fight? And the fight got pushed back, so the festival went on. I mean, there was B.B. King, Earth, Wind and Fire, James Brown, all kind of. It was like a Woodstock that Don King wanted to create out there. But what was it called? I didn't know it until today. Oh man, you cats are getting them all here. You cats are getting them all. All right, let's go to the leaderboard. Look at this, man. Wheelchair John in first place. He's got the faster button than Joe. See, I told you before, this is not only accuracy, but it's also speed. And I asked them, I said, hey, how everybody's computer runs different? And they said, no. This is based on our computerized plan. So if they're watching it live and they respond, they get just as good a chance as some guy that's sitting in Timbuktu and responds to it, who might get the transmission a half a second quicker than you do. So I said, okay. Wheelchair John's got his supercomputer out tonight. He must have recharged that bastard. Hey, whatever that means, I appreciate that. Ring that bell. The only bell around here we ring 10 bells for the fallen warriors. But let me put some fresh juice in my bong, some clean bong water here. I'll be right back. All right, back again. See, I leave. The band thinks they can take a break. Let me get them back on. Oh, they're back on. Sorry about that. See, man, my wife says, "How come you don't? How come you're not showing? You don't have your Rumble in the Jungle shirt on?" I said, "I do." I said, "It's freezing out here." I said, "Of course I've got my Rumble in the Jungle shirt on." So if I let me just show you before I. There we go, eh? Yeah, baby. That's a short sleeve shirt, and it's like I'm in the middle of a northeaster over here. It's freezing out here. So we're gonna get back to the game. Wheelchair John in first place. Joe nipping at the heels. But see, I don't know if I believe that Speedo thing with the internet. Let's resume it. Get to question number 11. We'll start the fifth of this great game here. What famous musician performed at the Zaire 74 Festival? 1, was it Stevie Wonder? 2, James Brown. 3, Bob Marley. Or 4, Aretha Franklin? I feel good. I knew that I would now. That's a hint. The correct answer, James Brown. See, I got 3 screens, and all 3 of them are showing different speeds on here. There's nothing like water. I keep emphasizing that, man. Stay hydrated. Probably one of the best things you can put in your body aside from your cannabis sativa. Great foods. Which filmmaker directed When We Were Kings? An awesome documentary, one of my favorite of all time. 1, was it Spike Lee joint? 2, was it Michael Mann? 3, Martin Scorsese. Or 4, Leon Gass? What filmmaker directed the documentary When We Were Kings? The correct answer is number 4, Leon Gass. I would have guessed Spike Lee. A lot of people's favorite movie, John. You can watch that one a million times, especially at the end when it just gets right into it, man. And Joe's the only guy that got that one right. Joe knows. How long had Muhammad Ali been stripped of his title before regaining it? 1, was it 9 years? 2, was it 7 years? 3, was it 5 years? Or 4, was it 3 years? How many years was he stripped of his title? belt to belt. So Ali spent a long time without a title when you think about it. That would be an interesting question. Did Ali spend more years as a champion or as a non-champion? Joe, we'll have to get you to tell us that one. But the correct answer is 7 years, man. I got all these Muhammad Ali scholars in here. It's just blowing my mind. Okay, we'll put that down. Next question. How old was George Foreman during the fight? Before the fight, during the fight, after the fight. How old was George during the fight? One, was he 29, 2, 27, 3, 25, or 4, 23? How old was George during the fight? When you think about it, it's like, how young was George during the fight? The correct answer, number 3, 25 years. And once again, everybody aced that one. Next question. How old was Muhammad Ali during the Rumble in the Jungle? 1, was he 34, 2, 32, 3, 30, or 4, 28? How old was he? The correct answer, once again, 32. Hey, Cool K, how you doing, my man? Good to see you in here. And everybody said he was ancient. Today, that's what kind of fighters in their prime. Everybody said he was an old man. Next question, question number 16. Coming up in just a flash. Which country is modern day Zaire? What's it known as today? Is it called the Republic of the Congo? Is it called Gabon? Is it called the Democratic Republic of the Congo? Or for Cameroon? What's Zaire called today? Which country is modern day Zaire known as? The correct answer. Hey, Trump, salute. The Democratic Republic of the Congo. Number 3. K, Joe, and Yankee Kyle got that one right. We left out the Democratic. Trump wouldn't like that. Let's skip to question number 17. Was George Foreman's record before? What was George's record before the fight? 1, was he 42-0? 2, was he 40-0? 3, 39-2? Or 4, 38-1? What was Big George's record before the fight? And he was pretty much knocking everybody out, too. I'm sure Wheelchair John can tell me how many knockouts he had. (40-0). 37 knockouts, I think. Is that what it was? Somebody can refresh me on that one. But anyway, half of you got it right, half of you got it wrong. 50-50. Next question. Which trainer worked with George for this fight? 1, was it Tony Atlas? 2, Gil Clancy? 3, Emmanuel Stewart? Or 4, Dick Sadler? We like to see. Let's see those numbers flashing on there. You know, show we got some participation. Get that algorithm cooking. Let some people know there's a serious boxing quiz going on tonight. The correct answer, Dick Sadler, the brother of Sandy Sadler. I think Archie Moore backed out of that fight. George wanted Archie Moore with him. I don't know what happened. They had a little run in. I should have called Jane Marie and asked her, you know, Archie's daughter, good friend of the show. But anyway, Archie was one of George's trainers for a long time. What tactic did Ali use to tire Foreman out? 1, throwing nonstop jabs. 2, leaning against the ropes. 3, clinching excessively. Or 4, circling the ring constantly. How did Ali tire Big George out in this fight? Not the nickname they gave it, but what was the actual event? What did he do? Leaning against the ropes, otherwise known as Owen Foster says out there, the rope-a-dope. What question was that? That was question number 20? No, next question is 20, and then we'll go to the leaderboard once again. We'll see how everybody's doing in here. What phrase did Ali famously shout during the fight? 1, was he yelling, "You can't hit me"? 2, "Is that all you got, George"? 3, "I'm still standing"? Or 4, "Float like a butterfly"? What was Ali famously saying to George during the fight? Pretty close to this time, too. They were just about getting ready to make their way down the ringside. How many times, if you ever listen to some George interviews, he mentions this all the time. "Is that all you got?" George is like, "Yeah." After a while, he's saying to himself, "That's all I got." Once again, 100% on this one. We'll pause this. We'll check out the leaderboard. We'll see who's been hanging and banging over here. Look at that. Uh-oh, how did Joe get ahead of John? Oh, I see. Joe got 20. Joe's 20 for 20. Joe's looking to break that Marciano record over here today, man. Turn on Windows backup. Sorry, I don't need it. That was that little noise. I don't know if you heard it or not. But anyway, look at Luke over here with 18 and John with 17, the top 3. Owen Foster's got 17 also. Yankee Kyle's hanging tough. Cool K and my old lady are kind of like lagging the horses, but we just came in. The game's still got plenty to go. I'm sure you can get some very respectable showings here. And you never know, man. Some of these guys who go early, man, they fade. You know what they say? The dog that shits fast don't shit long. So we're gonna see if Joe's got any stand power, if he's been skipping rope, or if he has been neglecting that cardio. Here we go, man. Which broadcaster aired the fight live in the United States? And this was the early days of it. It was only in about 2 or 3 states. 1 was at NBC, 2 HBO, 3 CBS, or 4 ABC. Once again. The window's closed. Yeah, see, I spoke too soon. HBO. HBO was like a virgin at the time. It was only in about 2 or 3 states. But they aired it. They're the ones who paid the royalties for it. And HBO it was. Wheelchair John gets himself nudged a little bit up there to the head with that one. But yeah, man, HBO was a sight to have. My sister-in-law at the time, she had it because she worked for HBO. And so we could go to her house. I did actually. I saw the Aguayo Pryor fight there. Anybody else wanted to see that, they had to either go to a pay-per-view place or find HBO because HBO wasn't available yet. But the people who worked there, they had some little mini antenna on their roofs and they could get HBO. It was weird, but anyway, for about a good year, I benefited from it. Whenever there were fights on HBO, shoot down to Mary Kay's house, take over the joint. Bring my bomb. The only guy there with about 4 other women. I'm like, in the kitchen, ladies. It's boxing night. Anyway, let's resume the game here. Skip to question number 22. How many people attended this fight in person? 1 was at 80,000, 2 was at 60,000, 3 45,000, or 4 100,000. How many people filled a soccer stadium at 4 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday? Mind-blowing, isn't it? How many nuts you think there were? Joe, first one on the button. I think they wait for Joe to chime in and then they all go in after him. Nah. But anyway, man, I think it was like a 100,000 seat arena, but they only got 60,000 in there. Pissed my Bluetooth right off. Moving right along. What was unique about Don King's role in promoting the fight? 1, it was his first major promotion. 2, his son fought on the undercard. 3, he financed it himself. Or 4, he also refereed the bout. What was unique about Don King's role in promoting the fight? His first major promotion. Everybody got that one right. Moving along to question 24. Which dictator supported hosting the fight in his country, Zaire? 1, was it Mobutu Sese Seko? 2, was it Laurent Desire Kabila? 3 was it Joseph Kabalia, or 4 was it Idi Amin? Which dictator supported hosting the fight in their country of Zaire? Mobutu. Everybody knew that one. How much was each boxer paid for the bout? 1 was it $7.5 million, 2 $5 million, 3 $2 million, or 4 $10 million? You have the grossing for this fight. I was reading today, and today's money would be like $640 billion. I'm $640 million. I'm sorry. That's how much the fight would gross. But how much were they paid back then? And you can just ask your Google how much it's worth, how much 5,074,000 is worth today. Probably about 22 million, maybe more. I don't know. The hell, let's ask the Google while we're here. Where is it? Right here. The correct answer, 5 million. Let's see how much 5 million would be worth him. How much would $5 million in 1974 be worth today? $475. What? Doesn't listen to me. How much would $5 million in 1974 be worth today? I don't want the calculator. I just want you to tell me. Okay. I'm getting a headache. I'm ready to throw this thing out the window. You guys figure it out. Hey, Gold Eye, salute, brother. Next question. Moving right along. What was the betting odds favoring before the fight? 1 was Foreman heavily favored. 2 was it even odds. 3 Ali was slightly favored. Or 4 Ali was heavily favored. What was the betting odds? You got that right, Joe. Definitely a lot. But what was the word on the street? What were the odds? Or who was favored? I lived through it, and I remember, man. This is the day where if you placed a bet, you had to go down the street to see the bookie. I don't know which is worse, the credit cards now or the bookie back then. But Foreman was heavily favored. But when you bet with the bookie Thursday, you either paid him or you collected, one or the other. But this is how you made your bets back in the day. And I don't know anybody who ever screwed a bookie. Oh, yes, I do. And he disappeared for 25 years when he came back. What injury did George Foreman suffer before the fight? 1, did he suffer a twisted ankle? 2, a sprained wrist? 3, a cut above his eye? Or 4, a broken rib? Oh, everybody thought he was going to get destroyed. Hey, sliding counter. Salute, brother. I did, man. I didn't have the faith in him. After the fight, I did. But before that fight, man, I just thought he was going to get destroyed. Foreman was just so big. And it was a sight to behold. And when Ali won, I was like, wow. Okay, man. Better late than never. Hey, Ma, salute, man. Thank you for stopping by. Cut above his eye. He said he was hexed by by a witch doctor. How long was the fight delayed due to Foreman's injury? 1, was it 5 weeks? 2, was it 3 days? 4, was it 2 weeks? Or 3, 2 weeks? Or 4, 10 days? Pretty easy to do them to figure out in your head. If you've been paying attention to the dates we've been spitting at you during this this little trivia game we got going on here. September, the middle of September to the end of October. The end. How many weeks was it? Five weeks. Everybody got this one right. Almost everybody. Sorry, Slide. You came in late. You get a couple of passes. Hey, Chris, man. What'd you do? Take a nap on us? You still got plenty of questions to go, and I saved the hard ones for last. Because it's tough coming up with 50 questions for the Rumble of the Jungle, believe me. What phase did Ali coin after winning the fight? 1, the king is back. 2, nobody beats me. 3, I shook the world. Or 4, Africa loves me. You still hear it today. I shook the world. I shook the world. Next question. Which punch ended the fight? 1, was it an uppercut? 2, was it a right cross? 3, was it a left jab? Or 4, a body shot? Hey, more, man. Thank you, my brother. Much love, man. That's a big contribution, man. I appreciate that, man. God bless you, my brother. Peace and love. Shout out to Moore. This show's dedicated to Moore for making a donation. It's appreciation. Putting the show together. Does my heart good to see it. The correct answer was, and Ali hit him with it. He could have dropped another one. He said, nah. Just let him fall down. The punch was the right cross. Moore would have got that one, though. He just kind of missed it because he was pressing that cash app. So that doesn't count. You give him a pass on that one. Oh, we got to go to the, we're on question number 30. So we got to go to the display the leaderboard now. See how everybody's doing in here. And look at Joe, 30 out of fucking 30. He's going for Floyd Mayweather's record over here. I told you, man. Joe's on a mission. Wheelchair John ain't going to let him get there, though, man. Wheelchair John's going to keep hitting. Joe makes 1 or 2 little mistakes. He falls to the back of the pack. And I know some of these that he's going to have trouble with. Luke ain't giving him any fucking breathing room either, man. They're like a couple of wolves on his heels. Owen Foster, he's been here. He's been kicking ass. Yankee Kyle. Cool K. My man Chris. Sliding counter. And my better half. Let's move on and get this game resumed again and see where we're going. Who refereed the bout? 1, was it Zach Clayton? 2, was it Richard Steele? 3, was it Mills Lane? Or 4, was it Joe Cortez? Who refereed the Rumble in the Jungle? I know you don't, Joe. Joe's trying to use that footwork, those blazing combinations, head movement. You don't want to, he's getting cornered over there. Zach Clayton. Everybody got that one right? Next one. Which American sports writer and novelist covered the fight extensively? Hint, he wrote The Naked and the Dead. That's for all you educated bastards out there. 1 was it Red Smith, 2 was it Norman Mailer, 3 was it Hunter S. Thompson, or 4 was it Howard Cosell?
Thank you so much. Guitar, Jun Yamagishi. And drum, Dado Nagi. And my name is Keiko Komaki on keyboard and bass.
Hey, D1, my brother. Good to see you in here, my man, on the anniversary, 51-year anniversary of the greatest fight ever. The Rumble in the Jungle. CJ Rich, my brother. Peace to you, my man. Good to see you in here. Who was this American sports writer that covered the fight? And this, I mean, going back, no internet, like I told you. Magazines were the big thing. And this cat was a novelist. Wrote The Naked and the Dead. A shocking novel back in the 60s. And what's this cat's name? Norman Mailer. What publication featured Mailer's account of the fight? 1 was it Time Magazine, 2 Sports Illustrated, 3 Rolling Stone, or 4 Esquire? Hey, this is boxing history, bro. This ain't before your time. This is the time. This is what's going on, man. You don't know your history. You don't know your boxing, bro. You gotta get your nose to the grindstone and understand all this happening now has already happened. But what publication featured Mailer's account of the fight? Time, Sports Illustrated, Rolling Stone, or Esquire? If you grew up in the 70s, you went to a barber shop, you went to any place, these magazines are on the counter. These are what you picked up and read, man. Hey, I know a guy that claimed he watched the fight when he was 4. But the correct answer would be Esquire magazine. Joe knew. See, Joe, that fucking guy. He's, like I said before, man, he's going for 50-0 in here. You could be watching a record be set. We got Floyd over here, man. He's surpassing Marciano. Joe. Which network later aired the documentary When We Were Kings? 1 was it PBS, 2 Fox Sports, 3 ESPN, or 4 CNN? Where was this documentary first aired? You got a 25% chance of getting it right anyway, so take a guess. Give us the algorithms, man. If you're lucky in love, you might be lucky in trivia. The correct answer would be number 1, PBS. CJ. Just Me and My Dog. And Wheelchair John got that one. Oh no, Joe missed one. There goes the perfect record. So sorry, Joe. So sorry. It's like watching fucking Nolan Ryan pitching a no-hitter in the 9th round and then somebody getting a fucking blunt, getting a bunt off of him. That's all right, my brother. Nobody beats Bruce Gass's trivia. I wasn't expecting you to do it, but I was hoping you would. What kind of weather occurred during the fight? During fight night? 1 was it windy? 2 was it warm and humid? 3 was it rainy? Or 4 was it cold? This is during the fight. I need some water, man. My throat is dry. This is good. Marvin. I thought this had Ali on it for a second. But the correct answer is number 2, warm and humid. I can see why you would say rain. That was after the fight. After the fight was over, it poured rain. During the fight, it held off. Warm and humid. Go watch When We Were Kings. But anyway, during the fight, warm and humid. After the fight, rain. What year was it? What year was When We Were Kings released? One, was it 2001, 2, 1996, 3, 1990, or 4, 1988? What year? Take a guess. Take a guess. Windows closed. Excuse me for a sec. Clear that throat. The correct answer is 1996. Hey, man, anytime, bro. Anytime, CJ Rich. My reefer knowledge is extensive. The correct year, 1996. What award did When We Were Kings win? 1, was it a Golden Globe? 2, was it an Emmy Award? 3, was it a BAFTA for the best film? Or 4, was it an Academy Award for best documentary? It won several awards, but this was the biggest. And which one was it? Golden Globe, Emmy, BAFTA, or Academy Award for best documentary? The correct answer is, I know myself because I put it together. This was an Academy Award for the best documentary in 1999, I believe, or 2000. But anyway, wasn't that long ago. Maybe it seemed like it is, but for me it wasn't. I don't know, man. I get good and roasted and toasted. I would start watching these fucking classic fights, man. And all of a sudden, I'm fucking 25 again. Just to me, that is. But anyway. Next question. What was one of Ali's strategies to provoke Foreman? 1, was he using illegal moves? 2, was he taunting him verbally? 3, was he feinting injuries? Or 4, was he changing stances often? What was one of his strategies to provoke Foreman? You see where I start to run out of gas with the questions, and then I get my second wind again and throw some fucking zingers in there. So if you're sticking around, you'll see. Joe knows. Joe's going for Marciano's record now. But what was his strategy? Taunting him verbally. Yes, sir. That's it, Joe. Which commentator called the fight ringside? 1, Jim Lampley. 2, Howard Cosell. 3, David Frost. Or 4, Al Michaels. This is an interesting one, too. You wouldn't expect it. Stone Cold ET, salute. Do hit the thumbs up button when you come in. I know we don't get a lot of people in here, but we like to get the algorithms going as strong as possible to keep more competition in here so we just don't get run away by all you cats out here. Hey, I see my sister Rock Chuck out there, man. Salute, Daddy. Good to see you here, man. Good to see you here, my sister. Get them juices flowing over here. The correct answer on this one, strangely, David Frost. The announcer at ringside did the main commentating for the fight. We're going to go to question 40. Then we're going to take another look at the charts. Kick back for a second. And then we will go in a home stretch. How did Ali describe his victory afterwards? 1, was it proof of destiny? 2, just another fight? 3, the greatest upset in history? Or 4, a spiritual triumph? How did Ali describe his victory? The correct answer on that one is, this is where he got his freaking, where we still call him it today, man. The greatest of all time. I am the greatest upset in sports history. 51 years ago today. And sliding counter was the first one on that one, man. Bunch of others, man. Now we're going to pause the game. We're going to look at the leaderboard. And I'm going to go change my bong water. You can read those names up there. I will be back in a flash. And we'll get the shit show on the road. Back again. The Rumble in the Jungle. Trivia game. Question number 41 coming up next. What was the original name of the fight before Mobutu realized the slogan's negative connotations and had all the posters burned? 1, was it the Return of the King? 2, was it Bongo in the Congo? 3, was it African Liberation? Or 4, was it From the Slave Ship to the Championship? This is kind of a good one for you. Me once again with a nice clean bongo. This is the Bongo in the Congo going on right over here right now, my man. But what was the original? What did Don King want to originally call this fight? And as you can see, Mobutu, once his advisors told him, hey, Mobutu, this is going to make you the laughingstock of the world over here. He kind of put his foot down. And we're going to, maybe we'll see a few more of the things that he did. From the slave ship to the championship. That was it, man, right there. As we cruise along to question number 42. The atmosphere was so tense, journalists were warned if they fabricated or distributed unauthorized publicity, they would be punished how? 1, was it imprisoned for 1 year? 2, was it deported? 3, was it could face a firing squad? Or 4, barred from covering the fight? This is an interesting one. You can only imagine. It's like crazy, crazy stuff. Almost like what's going on in this country today. But he threatened imprisonment for 1 year. CJ and Just Chris got that one. Could face the firing squad. Barred from covering the fight. All pretty good guesses on there, but nope, he sentenced them 1 year. And see, these are the questions like I told you. I ran out of gas, so I had to stop putting them together myself. So they're all fact checked by Bruce Gas himself. Who was ahead of this fight at the time of the stoppage? 1, was it tied? 2, no one knows. 3, it was George Foreman. Or 4, it was Ali. Who was ahead at the time of the stoppage? This one could surprise you. So I see a lot of different answers out there. See, Owen, it won't recognize that. All you have to do is put Ali in there. It won't recognize the other. It only recognizes what's written in here, but you are correct. Ali was ahead on all 3 scorecards. A lot of people don't know that. Look at Joe. Joe is like, wow. But yeah, isn't that one of your funkiest things? Most people would say Foreman, but nope. They loved them in Africa, man. That's the thing, you know. There was only one undercard bout that took place in Africa. Where was the undercard held that was shown on the pay-per-view? 1, was it in Pittsfield, Mass. 2, was it in New York City. 3, was it in Las Vegas. Or 4, was it in Atlantic City? And this right here is an interesting one. 1 fight on the undercard, and I wouldn't even put the names up here. There were 2 African fighters, and it was the Ali. That was it, the main event. And then they had these New England fighters on there. Some of the names I can't think of off the top of my head right now because the weed is kicking in, and that affects the short-term memory. But anyway, it was Pittsfield, Massachusetts from Lowell, Mass. Scully would know all these guys, but very, very strange. No undercard. Nobody complained about it. Nobody said nothing. Yeah, Bobby Stewart. Bobby Stewart from Catskills. He was supposed to fight on the early one. I don't know if he fought on the card. He was supposed to fight on the September 22nd one, but a bunch of local fighters, a bunch of New England legends. But Pittsfield, Mass. Strange, huh? Next question. Who was the sparring partner who cut George and caused the fight to be moved ahead? 1, was it Stan Ward. 2, was it Bossman Jones. 3, was it Bill McMurray. Or 4, was it Alonzo Johnson? This is one that only the historians will know. We got a lot of them in here. Big Boss Man. There's a boxer out there, Boss Man Jones, bro. The Big Boss Man. He was a tough one. Andre straightened his ass out one night. Never gave him any shit after that. They were the best of friends, but Big Boss Man was cocky. Andre would have none of that. Bill McMurray. Quite a few of you knew that one. I'm impressed. Joe, the first guy on the button there. Moving right along to question number 46. Ali labeled the fight the biggest event in the history of the world since Roman gladiators. 2, the return of the greatest. 3, the biggest event ever in boxing. Or 4, a chance to see the king return. How did Ali label this fight? Look at all these quotes and see which one you think would come out of Ali's mouth. The correct answer. The biggest event in the history of the world since Roman gladiators. He made some crazy ones, but that's the quote. A week after fighting, George demanded that the WBA and the WBC investigate 3 irregularities. Which of these was not on the list? Not on the list. 1, the ropes had been tampered with. 2, the count was too quick. 3, the canvas was soggy and soft. Or 4, the ref took a bribe. George went crazy, as you know, after that fight. Demanded the WBA and the WBC investigate 3 irregularities. Which one did he not demand being investigated? The correct answer, the ref took a bribe. All 3 of these things he accused the fighter being. He said the ropes had been tampered with. He said the count was too quick, and he said the canvas was soggy and soft. You figured George would rather have that soggy and soft canvas, but nope, he was looking for a way out. Question number 48, moving right along. What brand of gloves were worn during the Rumble in the Jungle? 1, was it Rival? 2, was it Grant? 3, was it Everlast? Or 4, was it Cleto Reyes? Not like they had a lot of choices back then. I think maybe 2 of them. Maybe some of these upstart companies. But anyway, usually it was just one brand, one back then. Even George, he had his own gloves, but they were made by the one and only Everlast Boxing. Everybody got this one right. Moving down to question number 49. What's Bruce Gass's favorite way to consume cannabis? How did that get in there? I must have really been running out of shit, man. 1, is it vapes? 2, is it the bong? 3, is it edibles? Or 4, is it dabs? I told you I was grabbing for straws at the end here, man. I had to put 50 questions in there. I thought I got them all, but I guess I didn't. See, I had AI, and me and AI, we talk a lot. And this question got in there. Sorry. So sorry. 1,000 pardons. I should have had that one in there, John, but nope. There's really my favorite way, which I've been doing all show. Let's see if everybody can get it right here. The bong. 100% correct on that one. I should have put the Toka 2, actually, but the Toka 2 is a bong. But we didn't want to give any false advertising out for Zip. The last question, and today being, you know how I dig birthdays? Because there ain't too many of them left when you get to a certain point. But what boxer who's been on my show with me, in fact, I talked to him today, who's having a birthday today? 1, is it Vinny Paz? 2, is it Ray Mercer? 3, is it Marlon Starling? Or 4, is it Angel Manfredi? Whose birthday today?
Just can't stand. You hide and walk and right there, but you are in me. So don't you lie to me. Make me mad. I get evil as a man.
The correct answer is nobody got this one right, man. The born-again Christian himself, Angel Manfredi, got ripped off at the Floyd Mayweather fight. I mean, he had an amazing career, has an IBF title, and it's his birthday today. So I shout out to him, man. I gave him a text. He called me back a quick, I love you, brother. God bless you and your family. And shout out to Angel Manfredi. I forget how old he was today, man. I think he might be. Yes, he stopped Gotti. Yes. He's the man. But anyway, man, great show. I appreciate you cats coming in here. Let's look at the winners here, man. Joe with 43 out of 50. Joe, what happened, man? I didn't see you even get that many wrong. But Owen Foster with 40. And Luke with 40. Wheelchair John with 39. And guys came in a little bit late. Man, that's cool, man. I appreciate you coming in here, man. Yankee Kyle, Slide Encounter. Just me and my brother Chris, man. Just me and my dog. CJ Rich, man. Rock Chalk. Angry White Man. Cool K. My main squeeze. You know, it's been an awesome afternoon or evening, wherever you may be. I get early evening here. It's still kind of early. It's dark already, man. Tomorrow, Halloween. You know, usually I have nobody comes. The last couple of years, I've had nobody come to my house. Nobody. So I buy candy, right? And I end up eating a whole bag. I appreciate that, Owen, man. Thank you for having here, man. And let's not forget, this whole game was sponsored by Moore for that $10 super chat, man. I appreciate that like you wouldn't believe. And you know, things like this, it's a good way to just stay in contact with your audience all the time and just have some good interaction. And let's just think about, have these flashbacks to these great times in boxing, even if you never experienced them. Just coming in here and reliving them with me and Joe, and I don't know how old any of you cats are, but to me this stuff wasn't. You know, I was doing things when this fight happened. Like I said, man, I was ushering the Bruce Springsteen concert. I was running around there, pinching, bubble. I mean, this was before AIDS. So you could get away with things. It was a beautiful time, 1974. Oh, take me back, mama. But anyway, tomorrow Halloween. I don't know what that means, Chris. You only need your pocket. No, I'm 45, bro. It was before my time, but yay, 45. Those are my peak years, man. I was in the gym every day. I was into the fitness industry like you wouldn't believe, man. I was fucking living it. People think I eat healthy now. Back then, I did nothing but George Foreman chicken breasts, microwave potatoes, egg whites, protein shakes. That's all I needed. I'm doing something right now. You know how I'm always talking about eating healthy? And bread has always been like white flour. I like to eliminate that. But I eat 4 eggs every day. Farm fresh, man. I got a guy that grows them. I'm the guy that has egg farm. He's got chickens in the backyard, and he comes down and gives me 18 of them every week. And then there's this bar that I know that sells them, and it's the same guy. They know each other, and it's not the same chickens, but they're eating the same stuff. And anyway, this guy sells them in his bar for $4 a dozen. So I go buy a couple of dozen off him every once in a while. Anyway, I'm eating eggs and potato every day, and I'm like, man, I hate eating this English muffin, but I like having something like that. So I found this stuff called Ezekiel bread. I don't know if any of you cats ever heard of it, man. It's made with kind of like oatmeal kind of stuff, where it's made with sprouted grains. It's not made with flour. It's made with whole grains that have been sprouted. And it's good, man. It's frozen. You get it in the frozen food section, the frozen health food section. I've had the raisin, and multi-grain, and I eat that now all the time. I eat that now instead of bread, so I'm eliminating white flour from my diet. So I figure if I can do it one thing at a time, and you gotta go find a way to do this. And plus, with this Ezekiel bread, I can make sandwiches, right? I could throw a chicken cutlet in there. I can make a BLT, whatever, man. I can make a sandwich out of it and not feel guilty about having that white flour, not having that insulin spike, all that crappy, the gluten and that shit in you. Ezekiel bread. If you haven't tried it, Google it and get a loaf, and it's worth it, man. To eliminate the you get such an insulin spike when you eat white bread. It's just like doing a tablespoon of freaking raw sugar. Your body knows no difference. As soon as it gets into as soon as your enzymes break it down, it gets into your pancreas. Your insulin levels go sky high. It wreaks havoc on your whole body, man. So if you can eliminate bread, try it. If you're having a tough time eliminating bread, try this shit called Ezekiel bread. It's made in the biblical recipe. That's why it's Ezekiel. It's the way they used to make it back then, man. Definitely give it a shot, sliding content, because you know me, I'm a nut about that, man. I'm a stickler for that. Even today, my wife wasn't feeling good all day yesterday. Today she didn't feel so good, but she made sure we had healthy food. She boiled some potatoes, she cooked some string beans, and she made the chicken chunks in the air fryer. That was dynamite, and she wasn't even hungry, but she made sure that I got my fuel in there. And man, food is powerful. Food brings us together, keeps us healthy. Probably the strongest drug out there, man. You start eating the right food, you're going to see your body's going to go through positive changes. And just the same, you eat the wrong food, you're going to see your body's going to go through some negative things. It's going to get sluggish. You're breaking down things. See, when you eat anything processed, you pull something off the shelf, open up the package, throw it in your mouth. That's processed foods. Your body has to unprocess all those things that they put in there to keep it from needing to be refrigerated, to keep it from needing to be cooked. All these additives, your body has to break through those to get down to the three basic elements, the protein. And it's not worth it, man. Once you get to a point, you don't want to put your body through that stress. You can get away with it in your 20s, your 30s. Maybe I could probably get away with my 40s and even 50s. But 60s and 70s, man, you got to put that. You got to put a rein to foods like that. So you try to eat. There you go, Joe. A lot of chicken and eggs. Shit, man. Eat them chicken and eggs. You won't know if you're coming or going. Yep, chicken. I don't know, man. Some people say full of hormones, and my buddy Tim Witherspoon, he crashed all over me. Don't eat that meat, Bruce. That's not good for you, man. I love meat. I'm a carnivore. I don't want to kill it. I don't want to have to take it off the fucking carcass and skin it and shit, but I'll buy it on the shelves where it's all wrapped up in cellophane after that, for sure. Aside from that, just everybody have a safe and a happy Halloween, and be nice to other people, man. The golden rule, you treat your brothers and your sisters the way you want them to treat you, and everything will be perfect in this world. It's real simple. This is Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and More. And once again, man, thank you for coming to my trivia. Nothing but peace and love.